Live from WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Tuesday, September 24th, 2013. I'm Ann Gownley. Tonight, our L.A. Tyrone has details on Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett's special visit to Hazleton's Academy of Sciences. And local lupus representative Cynthia Donlin will join me live to talk about an upcoming event. In sports, Beth Mensinger has highlights from the pool at Hazleton Area High School, and Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacek is in the Weather Center with your forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. Another drug bust in the city of Hazleton this afternoon, and tonight, 2 are behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison. Hazleton Police, its Narcotics Division, and in coordination with the Attorney General's Narcotics Unit, have the area of 16th and Hazleton blocked off as they conducted a search and arrest warrant at 824.5 16th Street for a drug dealer living inside. Police Chief Frank D'Andrea tells us that for months, police have been receiving complaints from neighbors about the activity coming in and out of the home. Through undercover buys and investigative work, police were able to take a total of 4 into custody, but only 2 were charged. 32-year-old Joanne Leitzel of Hazleton was charged with 1 felony count each of criminal conspiracy, unlawful possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver, and 1 felony count each of possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. 40-year-old Melvin Valentine Vargas was charged with 1 felony count each of criminal conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver, 3 felony counts of unlawful delivery of a controlled substance, and 4 misdemeanor counts of possession of a controlled substance.
We did transport 1 individual to Hazleton General Hospital after he was subdued, cuffed. He has a complaint of pain, so we're going to get him checked out before we provide him with room and board in Wilkes-Barre at the county prison.
According to Leitzel, she used a brick of heroin last night, and Vargas says he used around 30 bags this morning. With the threat of weapons in the home, Hazleton Special Operations Group surrounded the area and made entry for police once it was secured. Businesses in the area, including Tyrone's Market, were shut down for approximately 5 minutes to ensure public safety.
911 got several calls of men in the middle of the street with rifles. They were all the good guys, you know, and for once I'm able to say hooray for the good guys, that every complaint we got from 911, 15th Street, 16th Street, 17th Street, Lafayette Court, they were all cops that were stationed to make sure that we could keep businesses safe.
D'Andrea says the tip line has been ringing off the hook, and police have been documenting each complaint and will conduct investigations when possible. In order for police to continue these drug busts, D'Andrea says the community has to continue providing them with this information.
And all I could say is, you ain't seen nothing yet. Please continue to help us help you by constantly calling us with the suspicious activity, the tips, the cars, the license plates. That is such phenomenal probable cause. And at the end of the day, we're happy to be able to help you. That's what it's all about. This is a group effort, and right now it seems like the citizens are starting to get on board, and as they see these, they want to call that much more because now they realize, hey, it works.
Leitzel's bail was set at $50,000 straight, and Vargas's bail was set at $100,000 straight cash. Both were unable to post bail and were remanded to the Luzerne County Prison. Former Luzerne County Controller Walter Griffith Jr. will avoid jail time after taking a plea deal today. Griffith had faced 3 felony counts of illegal wiretapping. Each would carry a maximum of 7 years in prison and a $15,000 fine. Today, Griffith pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanors, a maximum sentence of 6 years in prison and $1,500 in fines. Judge Fred Parentoni sentenced Griffith to 3 years probation and told he cannot run for public office in that time. Governor Tom Corbett stopped at the Hazleton Area High School's Academy of Sciences today. L.A. Tyrone tells us what a diversion from what else someone has got on his plate.
While today's visit to the Academy of Sciences was supposed to be a sort of goodwill promotional stop, political realities are what they are. Corbett finds himself with low poll approval numbers, an agenda stalled in a legislature under control of his party in both houses, and in a rather high-profile tussle with the Federal Department of Health and Human Services over his version of Medicaid expansion under Obamacare, which is quite a bit different from HHS's version. We asked him about the meeting between his administration and HHS, which happened yesterday.
It was a very open, courteous, and somewhat of a frank discussion, and discussions are continuing.
Corbett's version of expanded Medicaid is called Healthy Pennsylvania. He unveiled it last week. He says right now 1 in 6 state residents is on Medicaid, adding if he just accepted the Fed's proposal, it would be 1 in 4. So he proposed changes.
If we just accept the program as originally proposed, it'd be 1 in 4 on Medicaid. What does that say about Pennsylvania to the rest of the country? You know, so what you've heard us say, we think there should be a job search requirement, a minimum job search requirement for those who are able-bodied. We also think that there should be investment in their own health care, and that they should participate in paying a premium rather than all these different co-pays that they pay. Pay one time, and not one time, a monthly premium, just like you and I pay. Not at our level. I think the maximum for an individual is $25 a month.
HHS also wants Corbett to dramatically cut, if not shut down, the long-running Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, and move recipients into expanded Medicaid, something he doesn't want to do.
Well, it's a certain level that they're saying needs to go over to their program. We're continuing that dialogue. We have the best program in the country. You know, that was started by a governor from up here, and a Democrat, and I have great respect for Governor Casey. It's the best program in the country. Why would we take children out of a program that's working and away from the doctors that they know and put them into a federal program just to make it a federal program?
I also asked him about the perception some were trying to assign him, Corbett the slasher.
Your basic education funding in this budget is $5.5 billion. That's the highest it's ever been. And we have...
Thank you for recognizing that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You have opponents running ads about the governor's education slashing funding.
Well, you take a look at who is running that, and it's primarily the union bosses of the teachers' unions in Philadelphia and PFCA across the state in the past. They don't want to admit that money was taken from federal money, put into the budget, and then taken away. But we are at the highest level of basic education funding formula in the history of Pennsylvania.
The gubernatorial election is still a year away. Since the 1968 Constitutional Convention, which removed the one-term limit for the state's highest office, no governor who ever ran for a second term failed to get it. Tom Corbett is trying not to break the string. At the Hazleton Area School District's Academy of Sciences in Butler Township, L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's Late Edition.
Well, speaking of the governor's race, there's a new entry, but not a surprising one. State Treasurer Rob McCord made it official. He's in. McCord is in his second term as treasurer. He's a former venture capitalist from Bryn Mawr, suburban Philadelphia. He says he wants to, quote, start investing in Pennsylvania families again, unquote. He is the 8th Democrat to declare his candidacy. Others are suburban Philadelphia Congresswoman Allison Schwartz, former State Revenue Secretary Tom Wolf, former State Environmental Protection Secretaries John Hanger and Kate McGinty, Allentown Mayor Ed Palabinski, Lebanon County Commissioner Joe Ellen Litz, and Pentecostal Minister Max Myers. Well, it only happens once a year, a special Mass to celebrate the Feast of St. Michael's. By the orders of the Bishop John Byers, the former St. Michael's Church in Tresco will hold Mass Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Parishioners were inside today, cleaning and preparing for the Mass. We spoke with Monsignor William Baker of the pastor for All Saints in McAdoo.
Every year we celebrate the feast day of St. Michael's in the Church of St. Michael. We normally have Mass in the parish of All Saints at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, so we're having it not in All Saints Church, but in St. Michael's Church. The actual date of the feast day is the 29th, but that's a Sunday, so we move it to Saturday, and we'll be celebrating it this Saturday, the 28th.
Monsignor Baker tells us that everyone is welcome to celebrate Mass at St. Michael's on Saturday.
I'm sure the people are quite happy to be celebrating their church feast day on Saturday. Last year I know we had a lot of people here. We probably will have a big crowd this year too.
Again, the Mass for the Feast Day of St. Michael will be held at St. Michael's in Tresco at 14 South Chestnut Street. Chef Michael Barna from Philadelphia will be gracing the stage at the historic Wilty Center inside the Hazleton Area Elementary Middle School, also known as the Castle, this Saturday night. The Hazleton Standard Speaker has partnered with PPL to bring this cooking demonstration once again to our area. It's called Taste of Home Cooking School. Attendees will be able to watch and learn how Chef Barna prepares appetizers, main courses, and desserts, and when he's done, he will be giving it all away. Today, we spoke with Operations Manager for the Standard Speaker, John Patton, who says they will also be giving other things away after the show.
We'll be giving away the ranges that he actually does the cooking on, bags of groceries. You may have seen it. It'll probably be in the feed, but we'll have jars of peanut butter for people. We'll have candy. We'll have a bag full of goodies with stuff in it, coupons. So certainly worth the worth coming down for 2 hours on what looks to be a beautiful coming Saturday.
Patton says this event is popular across the country, and the paper wants to bring this event to the community to bring everyone together for a great night out.
Michael is the representative for this territory, and he's on the road all the time. So I know he was up in New York last week, but the Taste of Home Cooking School is very popular, and what happens is we've seen that. We've got calls. We have people coming from New York and New Jersey that saw it on the website. They love it. It's a great day out. One of the ladies said to me she's driving 96 miles to see the cooking show. So it's going to be a fun event, and from our standpoint, it's the Standard Speaker is a partner with the Wilty Center, and certainly love to show it off. It's a great venue. Hopefully this will get some people who hadn't seen it a chance to see it.
Again, this event is Saturday, September 28th at the Wilty Center on 9th Street in Hazleton, beginning at 5 p.m. Tickets are on sale now and cost $10 in advance, $12 at the door. For tickets in advance, you can call the Standard Speaker at 570-501-3505 or stop by their office at 21 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton by this Friday. Hazleton police need your help in locating a 13-year-old girl. Rachel Diaz was reported missing by her father, who came into the police station around 9:30 this morning. Rachel is 5 feet 2 inches tall, long brown hair, brown eyes, weighing 95 pounds. She was last seen wearing black clothing. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police by dialing 911 or 570-459-4940. An inmate has committed suicide at the Luzerne County Prison after being jailed for just 2 days. 39-year-old Daniel Williams was pronounced dead at Wilkes-Barre General Hospital just before 12:30 this afternoon as a result of suicide by asphyxiation. Williams was charged by Exeter Township Police of terroristic threats, simple assault, and disorderly conduct. His bail was set at $20,000. A code for assistance was called, and staff responded to the third floor of the prison where Williams was housed. Staff immediately performed CPR and dialed 911. The Division of Corrections chaplain notified his family, and the Luzerne County Detective's Office is conducting further investigations into his death. Yuengling ice cream is coming back. The famed brewery made ice cream from the 1920s through the 1980s. Today, David Yuengling made the announcement this morning it's returning, but it's not related to the brewery this time. This David Yuengling lives in Origsburg and is the second cousin of Dick Yuengling, president and owner of the brewery. Yuengling says the creamery was never formally dissolved. It just changed its name to Yuengling Corporation. The ice cream will be produced at Libby's Premium Ice Cream in Tamaqua. He says production will begin within a few months. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Time now to check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center for the latest. Joe?
Thank you very much, Ann. Boy, it is a nice night out here in the backyard. A little bit of a breeze, a little bit cool, but not bad for this time of year. And overall, we're going to continue to see those clear skies through the overnight hours. Now, how much longer can we continue this nice trend of weather? I'm going to let you know coming up next. But before we go to break, take your pick wherever you want across the nation. You can see the variety of temperatures that the United States is experiencing tonight. Complete 7-day forecast coming up in a few.
Hi everybody, this is Richie Molinaro, Marketing Director for Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton. Since Berwick Chevrolet is no longer an authorized Chevrolet dealer, I'd like to personally invite you to join our Fairway family. We'll provide you with the utmost courtesy from Chevrolet sales, service, and parts to our state-of-the-art body shop and auto spot. We have over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. We're the #1 commercial truck and business elite dealer in Pennsylvania, and we would be honored to be your Chevrolet dealer.
Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, they offer frozen self-basting turkey breasts for only 99 cents a pound.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Off the Beaten Path is a half-hour program that showcases interesting and unique people, places, and things in Pennsylvania. Hosted by Jeff Bonomo, Brian Bromley, and Ken Cara, Off the Beaten Path is fast-paced, light-hearted, and sometimes even downright funny. Each show, we travel to many destinations in Pennsylvania, including restaurants, events, unique landmarks, and we talk with interesting people. So come with us off the beaten path.
Well, the good news is tonight we don't have any type of frost advisories in effect, no freeze warnings in effect, no watches and no warnings. So for the most part, it should be a fairly quiet night across all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Across our region, it is dry from Wilkes-Barre through Scranton, down through Lehighton, out through Berwick, Bloomsburg, Williamsport, and Lewisburg. All points remaining dry. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton right now, sitting in at 52 degrees. The pressure coming in at 29.93 inches of mercury. And again today, dry throughout the day, and we're going to continue to see those dry conditions for the next several days. Our Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day, 68 and 38, 69 and 49 are the averages. 90 and 30, the record high and low still stand. How about 90? That was set back in 2010. Sun will be up tomorrow, 6:54. Sun will set at 6:57 in the evening. A chilly start to our morning. Many locations in the 30s to near 40 degrees. That'll be the case through tonight, but we warmed up nicely, getting up into the 60s, and elsewhere temperatures managing to make it up into the 70s. Temperatures right now, 52 in Berwick, 53 in New Angola, 52 in Bloomsburg, as well as Monomoy City, and 51 degrees in Danville. Satellite and radar high pressure still in control, giving us those nice clear skies. That's going to be the case through tonight. Tomorrow looking like a very nice looking day. We'll see a lot of sunshine. Could be a few clouds coming into our area. But again, nothing significant, no precipitation to deal with. We're going to continue to stay dry through tonight, through tomorrow. In fact, the next 7, possibly beyond that, in terms of days ahead, it looks like we're going to continue to remain dry. We're going to continue to remain under pleasant conditions. Overall, picture perfect, and again, I just don't see a breakdown in this pattern anytime soon. So hopefully you get a chance to take advantage of this weather while it lasts, because we're just not going to be dealing with any type of storm systems. It's all thanks to this persistent high. You'll be seeing me mention it over the next several days, even into the weekend, that this is the predominant weather maker, and as long as that remains anchored in place, there's just nothing going to happen. It's going to continue to be dry and a lot of sunshine, a little bit of some clouds around. Overall, very nice conditions. All right, so tonight, no matter where you go, pretty much if you're traveling, 30s to lower 40s. And heading into tomorrow, looking very nice. I think we'll be up into the 70s, and some of the higher elevations may struggle to make it out of the upper 60s, but overall not bad. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. No chance of any rain for a while. In fact, for the next 7, 8, maybe beyond that days, as we get into the beginning part of October, early next week already, that's actually not bad temperature-wise. 60s across the board. Overnight lows for the most part, with the exception of tonight. I think we'll be dropping down into the 40s, and again, staying dry. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 900, the big 4, 8890. Quintal numbers 27219 and a cash 5, 4, 5, 12, 25, and 34. Back to you, Ann.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett visited students and administrators of the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. That and much more coming up on Late Edition.
Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the historic castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th.
Heritage Hills' 13th annual Alzheimer's Memory Walk is being held Saturday, October 5th at Heritage Hills Senior Community in Weatherly. Registration is at 9 and the 3-mile walk through picturesque Weatherly begins at 10. There will be a tricky tree auction from 9 until noon. For more information, please contact Lisa Marie at 570-427-4500.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here at Classic Floor Covering, we take pride in all our works of art. Take a look at a few. Classic Floor Covering. Who do you trust for your floor covering needs?
People have a very jaded opinion of contractors. At the Wire Guys, we completely turn that experience on its head. My electrician is going to show up and wear shoe covers, be respectful. We are the cleanest contractors that you'll ever use. Before he even starts, he's going to give you a price in writing that he's going to stick to. I want them to be your superhero when they walk out that door. Call me. If we're late, you get paid.
WYLN, your first choice for locally produced shows like Chef Lou, Jen-tastic Sweets, Off the Beaten Path, The Storm, and more. Find out how you can stretch your advertising dollars and be a part of the WYLN TV lineup. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1302. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back. Governor Tom Corbett visited the Hazleton Area School District's Academy of Science today. He also cut the ribbon for its grand opening. Our LA Tyrone was among those in the crowd.
It's not every day the governor comes to town. It's even less often he comes to town to cut the ribbon on the opening of a new school. But as the Hazleton Area School District Administration and School Board have been saying, the Academy of Science is not just another school. It is the first standalone STEM school in this part of the state. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The district was proud to show it off. Now, Corbett got the grand tour from Superintendent Dr. Frank Antonelli, Principal Rocco Patrone, and other members of the administration. He watched the students at work, talked with them, joked with them, and just sort of looked around. Then he officially cut the ribbon for the grand opening.
It is truly an honor and a privilege It is truly an honor and a privilege to have you here with us this afternoon at the Governor's ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Please join me in welcoming our Governor, Governor Tom Corbett.
We know that the jobs of the future fall in a number of different areas, but particularly in science, technology, engineering, and math. You hear it all the time, that we need more people involved in that, and it starts right here in the high schools. An innovative academy such as this one gives the students the tools to succeed by opening the door to jobs in high-demand sectors of our economy. Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences will be at the forefront of helping create a pipeline of talent that will fuel decades of Pennsylvania success in the future.
When we got to talk to Corbett after the proceedings were over, he said he was truly impressed.
How can you not be impressed by this building? How can you not be impressed by the collaboration with everybody between the school district, higher education, and business, the vision that is demonstrated here? This is a role model for the rest of the state of Pennsylvania.
Corbett wasn't the only one who spoke at the proceedings. Board President Brian Early, outgoing board member Steve Hahn, Supreme Court Justice Corey Stevens, and others did too. State Senator John Udicek had the line of the afternoon.
Like that act that followed the Beatles. No one really cares.
That one.
America's probably most famous scientist was Dr. Benjamin Franklin. And Franklin said that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest.
And the investment that we're making here today in the students of Greater Hazleton is going to pay dividends for time to come. It's going to change their destiny in terms as they pursue their professional careers in the sciences, but it's also going to change the economic destiny of northeastern Pennsylvania.
Several students were also involved. Brittany Shemansky spoke, and Mike Gazik helped hold up the ribbon Corbett cut. Both say they love the school.
It's a great honor to be here and have that presentation. I appreciate every part of this school. It gives me so many opportunities. I just wanted to share with everyone how much it means to me and what I can do throughout my life to pursue my goals and what this is going to do for me to get there.
This is really a great opportunity for me, for everyone else in my school, in my community. This is just amazing, simply amazing.
After things were over, I asked Corbett whether he saw a school like this in all 500 districts in the state. He said no, but he said he was trying to make money available for the other 499 to start a STEM curriculum.
If we're able to take money from the sale of the state liquor stores, which we still got to get that done, we propose to invest in what we call the Passport for Learning. And the school districts, it will be one-time money. Remember the stimulus money before it was one-time money? Well, we're going to make sure that they understand that this is one-time money, can't go in the operating budget, but they could start a process like this, not on this scale, because this was a commitment years ago.
The governor left about 3:30 off to the Bloomsburg Fair. The district is pleased it has gotten good publicity for what it feels is a trailblazing school from his visit. At the Hazleton Area School District's Academy of Sciences in Butler Township. The L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's late edition.
Thank you, L.A. Coming up next, Beth is in with the first half of sports. Stay tuned, that and much more coming up on Late Edition.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
I've got three great deals for you. Here's a 2013 Mazda 3i Sport Sedan, just $187 a month, sign and drive. Or this 2014 Mazda 6 Sky Active, 38 miles per gallon, $245 a month, sign and drive. Or this great 2014 Mazda CX-5 Sky Active, just $299 a month, sign and drive.
Plus, we'll give you more for your trade. Burger Mazda, just off exit 145 off ID1, Route 93, Hazleton.
Welcome to Robert Stevens Face and Body, Hazleton's complete skincare center. Here, our licensed specialists will consult with you to discuss your skincare needs, rejuvenate you with our special facial treatments, and apply gentle, relaxing massages to melt your tension away. using all state-of-the-art technical treatments and superior skin products. So call today and let the transformation begin at Robert Stevens Face and Body, 788-7546.
SAFE, supporting autism and families everywhere, is holding a walk-in resource fair Saturday, September 28th from 9 until noon at the Hazleton Area High School track. For more information, call 570-822-7259.
This past week in the Hazleton area, water polo teams participated at Beast of the East tournaments, the boys at Central York High School, the girls at Schuylkill Haven High School. The girls won 2 of 4 matches, the boys won 1 against Pottsville and lost 1 against Wyoming Valley West 11-6. Today both Cougar squads were back in their home pool, matching up with Wyoming Valley West, the Spartans, once again, and we start with the Lady Cougars. We come in late in the match as Valley West is trying to gain on Hazleton area's 7-3 lead. Lady Cougar possession and sophomore Victoria Carell will find senior Alex Podlesny. Podlesny gets the goal and Hazleton is up 8-3. The ball is then in the hands of Valley West, soon stolen and pushed up by Hazleton area. Soon it will be in the hands of the sophomore Carell, but she bobbles it a little bit, but soon gets a grip and eventually takes the shot, and it will be good. Valley West will try to mount the comeback. Claire Whitten will score here near the net. But clock is ticking down and Spartan goalkeeper Chelsea Makowitz. She's a big block near the end of the match, but it is not enough. As Hazleton area, the girls will take the win against Wyoming Valley West, 9-4. Then it was the boys' turn to take the pool. Hazleton area looking to get some revenge on the Valley West team that overtook them this past weekend. Liam McGlynn tries the quick shot, but he will be blocked by Hazleton area Seth Platukis. Valley West Sean McQueen gets the bounce, and he scores 1-0 Spartans. Next possession for Valley West, Michael Yannias will get the goal, 2-0 Valley West. McQueen will sprint with the ball, tosses it to Ed Zawatsky. Zawatsky will throw across to Yannias, and he'll get his second goal on the night. Not only is the Valley West offense playing big in the first quarter, so is the defense of their goalie Tim Liebman, as he'll stop the shot attempt by Hazleton area's Troy Valkuski. A few possessions later, Valkuski will finally have some success. After the ball gets knocked around, he'll get a good hold on it right here, and Hazleton area will be on the board. Valkuski will get point number 2 for the Cougars, and from the mid-pool line here, the senior will aim and fire right through the net for Hazleton area's third goal on the night. In the third quarter, Hazleton area is down 10-3, and Lehman playing big again for the Spartans as the ball is passed back and forth between the Cougars and Acosta. Volkuski there, back to Acosta. He will take the shot. It's close, but no cigar as it bounces off the crossbar. But soon enough, Jake Malone gets the ball back to Acosta, and even with the defender right on him, right in front of the goal, he will hit the net. It will be 10-4, Hazleton trailing Valley West. Hazleton area trying to rally in the last quarter. Acosta and Valkuski will both score another goal apiece, but they will fall again to Valley West, the final tonight, 11-7. The Cougars will get a chance for redemption as both squads will head to Plymouth October 9th to play Wyoming Valley West in their home water. And we do have big news from the Penn State football team, but you have to wait until the second half of the sports. Make sure you tune in. Until then, Ann Gownley is back with your top story recaps.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341. WILN TV 35, first in live sports.
Hi, I'm Ron Jaworski. For the best in local TV sports, watch WYLN TV 35.
WYLN TV 35 has it covered.
Hi, my name is Vince Papelli. I'm a former Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver and special teams guy, and for local sports coverage, I watch only WYLN 35.
WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
Recapping tonight's top stories. Another drug bust in the city of Hazleton this afternoon, and tonight, two are behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison. Hazleton Police, its narcotics division, and in coordination with the Attorney General's narcotics unit, had the area of 16th and Hazleton blocked off as they conducted a search and arrest warrant at 824 and a half 16th Street for a drug dealer living inside. Police Chief Frank DeAndrea tells us that for months, police have been receiving complaints from neighbors about the activity coming in and out of the home. Through undercover buys and investigative work, police were able to take a total of 4 into custody, but only 2 were charged. 32-year-old Joanne Leitzel of Hazleton was charged with 1 felony count each of criminal conspiracy, unlawful possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver, and 1 felony count each of possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. 40-year-old Melvin Valentine Vargas was charged with 1 felony count each of criminal conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver, 3 felony counts of unlawful delivery of a controlled substance, and 4 misdemeanor counts of possession of a controlled substance.
We did transport 1 individual to Hazleton General Hospital after he was subdued, cuffed. He has a complaint of pain, so we're going to get him checked out before we provide him with room and board in Wilkes-Barre at the county prison.
According to Leitzel, she used a brick of heroin last night, and Vargas says he used around 30 bags this morning. With the threat of weapons in the home, Hazleton Special Operations Group surrounded the area and made entry for police once it was secured. Businesses in the area, including Tyrone's Market, were shut down for approximately 5 minutes to ensure public safety.
911 got several calls of men in the middle of the street with rifles. They were all the good guys, you know, and for once I'm able to say hooray for the good guys, that every complaint we got from 911, 15th Street, 16th Street, 17th Street, Lafayette Court, they were all cops that were stationed to make sure that we could keep businesses safe.
DeAndrea says the tip line has been ringing off the hook, and police have been documenting each complaint and will conduct investigations when possible. In order for police to continue these drug busts, DeAndrea says the community has to continue providing them with this information.
And all I could say is, you ain't seen nothing yet. Please continue to help us help you by constantly calling us with the suspicious activity, the tips, the cars, the license plates. That is such phenomenal probable cause. And at the end of the day, we're happy to be able to help you. That's what it's all about. This is a group effort, and right now it seems like the citizens are starting to get on board, and as they see these, they want to call that much more because now they realize, hey, it works.
Leitzel's bail was set at $50,000 straight, and Vargas's bail was set at $100,000 straight cash. Both were unable to post bail and were remanded to the Luzerne County Prison. Former Luzerne County Controller Walter Griffith Jr. will avoid jail time after taking a plea deal today. Griffith had faced 3 felony counts of illegal wiretapping. Each would carry a maximum of 7 years in prison and a $15,000 fine. Today, Griffith pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanors, a maximum sentence of 6 years in prison and $1,500 in fines. Judge Fred Parentoni sentenced Griffith to 3 years probation and told he cannot run for public office during that time. Governor Tom Corbett stopped at the Hazleton Area School District's Academy of Sciences today. L.A. Tyrone tells us it was a diversion from what else he's got on his plate.
Well, today's visit to the Academy of Sciences was supposed to be a sort of goodwill promotional stop. Political realities are what they are. Corbett finds himself with low poll approval numbers, an agenda stalled in a legislature under control of his party in both houses, and in a rather high-profile tussle with the Federal Department of Health and Human Services over his version of Medicaid expansion under Obamacare, which is quite a bit different from HHS's version. We asked him about the meeting between his administration and HHS, which happened yesterday.
It was a very open, courteous, and somewhat of a frank discussion, and discussions are continuing.
Corbett's version of expanded Medicaid is called Healthy Pennsylvania. He unveiled it last week. He says right now 1 in 6 state residents is on Medicaid, adding if he just accepted the Fed's proposal, it would be 1 in 4. So he proposed changes.
If we just accept the program as originally proposed, it'd be 1 in 4 on Medicaid. What does that say about Pennsylvania to the rest of the country? So you've heard us say we think there should be a job search requirement, a minimum job search requirement for those who are able-bodied. We also think that there should be investment in their own health care, and that they should participate in paying a premium rather than all these different co-pays that they pay. Pay one time, and not one time, a monthly premium, just like you and I pay. Not at our level. I think the maximum for an individual is $25 a month.
HHS also wants Corbett to dramatically cut, if not shut down, the long-running Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, and move recipients into expanded Medicaid, something he doesn't want to do.
Well, it's a certain level that they're saying needs to go over to their program. We're continuing that dialogue. We have the best program in the country. That was started by a governor from up here. And a Democrat, and I have great respect for Governor Casey. It's the best program in the country. Why would we take children out of a program that's working and away from the doctors that they know and put them into a federal program just to make it a federal program?
I also asked him about the perception some were trying to assign him. Corbett the slasher.
Your basic education funding in this budget is $5.5 billion. That's the highest it's ever been. And we have...
Thank you for recognizing that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You have opponents running ads about the governor's education slashing funding.
Well, you take a look at who is running that, and it's primarily the union bosses of the teachers' unions in Philadelphia and PFCA across the state in the past. They don't want to admit that money was taken from federal money, put into the budget, and then taken away. But we are at the highest level of basic education funding formula in the history of Pennsylvania.
The gubernatorial election is still a year away. Since the 1968 Constitutional Convention, which removed the one-term limit for the state's highest office, no governor who ever ran for a second term failed to get it. Tom Corbett is trying not to break the string. At the Hazleton Area School District's Academy of Sciences in Butler Township, L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's Late Edition.
And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Coming up next, I'm joined by Cynthia Donlin, the local Lupus Foundation representative, to talk about a special seminar. But first, let's check back in with meteorologist Joe Garbachik in the Bedrock Garden Weather Center. Joe?
Thanks very much, Ann. Definitely cooling down across our region, even here in the backyard. Probably you need the sweatshirt out even as you speak right now, and that's going to be the case over the next couple of nights. Some sweatshirt type of weather, but some nice short sleeves type of weather heading in our direction the next couple of days. We'll talk about what we can expect with the 7-day forecast, but before we go to break, we'll go back in time a little bit, and it was Hurricane Rita a few years ago in 2005. Winds getting up to 180 miles per hour. The complete 7-day forecast coming at you in just a few moments.
Visit us for the lowest prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics. This month, save 50% on Sealy mattresses or save up to $100 on select Lazy Boy furniture. And ask about our interest-free financing plans. Shop GrandCentral.com or visit us on Vine Street in Hazleton or Route 93 in Hazel Township.
Everybody shops Grand Central, making your house a home.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
All Care Home Care.
The health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Welcome back to Late Edition. I'm now joined by local Lupus Foundation representative Cynthia Donlan. Cindy, you've been with this foundation for years and years, helping out. 10 years now.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you very much.
And you're here to talk about a special seminar that you'll be conducting tomorrow.
Right, tomorrow night.
Tell me about that.
Okay, well, we wanted to get the local areas more, acclimated to what lupus and autoimmune diseases were. So, Our Lady of Grace Church, the Queen of Heaven Parish, is allowing us to use their facility tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the Madonna Hall in the basement of the church. We're going to be having a talk on autoimmunity and your immune system. We're going to talk about lupus, but we're also going to talk about other autoimmune diseases. There's over 80 varieties of autoimmune diseases in the world, and we're not going to go through all of them, but we're going to go through the more popular ones like rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, lupus, Sjogren's, psoriasis, those kind of conditions.
And you do these seminars and fundraising events because a lot of people don't understand what these diseases are, and some of them just seem like some of the cases just kind of seem like an everyday cold until you kind of get into what this really is. And I know you talk about that a lot.
Well, autoimmune diseases encompass all the different organs of the body, and there's over 4 million people in the United States of America that get autoimmune diseases. And in our area, we have over 10,000 people with lupus, 65,000 in Pennsylvania. So it's more common than people think it is, but it affects every organ in your body, and we want to bring the education to the public because a lot more people are being diagnosed, thank God, because of education. And we're costing nothing to the public for this. It's going to be free of charge tomorrow night. We're going to have refreshments and also some door prizes afterwards. It's 7 o'clock, and if you're not doing anything, you want to learn about autoimmune diseases, you're welcome to come. If you're a school student or a nurse or just a general public, you're welcome to come tomorrow night. And we have these throughout the year, and we're willing to come to any organization, any business or church or whatever group who wants us to talk about it. And we don't charge anything. We provide free information. We have our support meeting meets every second Tuesday of the month at the Bell Arena at 7 o'clock. The public's welcome to come to that as well. And if you need to talk to somebody about this, I'm available at 956-0072. Use the area code now because I'm now providing it. You have to use a 570 area code, unfortunately.
Right, and there's the billboard right there with all the information. If you can attend to, please come out and learn about this and other autoimmune diseases.
Right.
And, it's something that you've been passionate about. Obviously, you've been doing this for 10 years, alerting the public of what they should know.
I have lupus myself, which also inspires me to do this. I'm also going back to school to become a doctor, but I've seen a lot of people's lives changed from the business that my organization does. It's not just me, it's a group of people, and I thank the people that are involved. It's local businesses in this area have been very good financially to us, and I just want to thank the people that have been out there helping us to support us. On October 16th, we're going to be providing the community, the people that volunteered, and the local businesses with a free dinner at Bonanza. And I'd like you to know, if you haven't been contacted, please contact me, and we'll put you on the list. It's free of charge for anybody who has helped us this year. You're welcome to come for a free meal on us. But we thank the community for what they've done. WYLN, you guys have been good at promoting this too. We really appreciate how the media has been involved with helping us promote this, this awareness as well. And lupus, it attacks every organ in your body. It's an autoimmune disease, meaning you're attacking yourself, and you get fatigue, you get joint pain, you get blood variants that go off, your heart's affected, your brain's affected, your joints. It really encompasses every organ in your body. But there's a lot of hope now. There's new drugs that they're starting to look at as being potential treatments for it. But we cannot get there without financial, spiritual, and emotional support. So we're hoping that people come out tomorrow night that need it. We're here to provide support to you people free of charge, 7 o'clock at Our Lady Grace Church in the basement. Please come.
And I know I want to thank you and the rest of everyone here, and the amount of work that you put into this is something else that's incredible, that you said for over the past 10 years and able to reach. Have you reached out to a lot of people in this area, do you believe, over the past 10 years?
I really believe I've hit a lot of people, and not just me, as I told you, the whole organization, but I've had people come back to me and said they've been diagnosed, they're on the right track, and And that's all that matters to me. Money it helps us to get there, but the best thing is when I look somebody in the eye and they tell me that they got help, that means more to me than anything in this world. We've got to help each other out, and if I could provide support to the community and education on this disease and the other autoimmune diseases along with it, I'm here for a reason, and that's all it's all about, is helping each other. That's what we're all here for.
Well, thank you very much, Cindy. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it, and hopefully you can attend tomorrow night. What time is it again?
7 o'clock at the Our Lady of Grace Church basement. And as I said, we're going to have door prizes, free refreshments, and free admission. Come learn about this condition. You can ask any questions you want, and I'll be doing screenings afterwards if anybody wants to be screened. It's just a sheet of paper, no blood drawn.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, and there's the information up on your screen now. Again, if you can, you will be able to learn all about this. Stay tuned. Beth's in with sports on Late Edition.
Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the historic castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
What do you see? Perhaps you're noticing the rusted fender or the dented side panel. Maybe the first thing your eye goes to is the worn interior. But look closer and you'll see something else. Value. At Harry's You Pull It, we see value in your old car and so will others. It's the reason we offer top dollar for your car. Junker, clunker, piece of tin, your car may have many names, but at Harry's, there's only one that matters. Value. Visit one of our 3 locations today in Hazleton, Pennsburg, and Allentown.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
Buy it at Barber Ford. It's a cut above the rest. Buy it at Barber Ford. Honest people where the deals are the best. Now is the time. Barber Ford is the place. The best cause I hear there's no mistake. You can't buy it better. You can't buy it better than Barber Ford.
Barber Ford, Route 309 in Hazleton and on Route 11 in Exeter.
NCAA will start restoring Penn State's football scholarship it revoked as a result of the Jerry Sandusky scandal. It says the university has made significant changes to its athletic programs. 5 scholarships will be restored next year and more will be phased in until the school reaches normal totals in 2016 and 17. The NCAA says the decision was made based on the recommendation of former U.S. Senator George Mitchell, who's been serving as Penn State's athletics integrity monitor. Governor Corbett said he was pleased that the NCAA is recognizing the important changes and reforms that have been made. A bunch of things with the Pittsburgh Pirates. As you probably know, they're going to the playoffs for the first time since they won 3 straight NL titles in 1990 through 92. They're also trying to talk A.J. Burnett out of considering retirement. He said he's mulling it. But GM Neil Huntington says he'll do everything he can to bring Burnett back for next year. While 2 games under 500, Burnett has a 3.39 ERA and has struck out over 200. He's also been the anchor of the pitching staff, and manager Clint Hurdle says he'll stick with Jason Grilli as the playoff closer. Grilli missed 2 months with a forearm strain. Grilli notched his first save since July 21st, Saturday against the Reds. He's allowed 4 runs on 9 hits and 2 walks over 6 innings coming off the DL, but he's also thrown 3 straight scoreless appearances. The Houston Astros have had a miserable season. They carry a 10-game losing streak into tonight and have already lost 106 games. They also set a TV record this Sunday. Nielsen, the TV ratings firm, says the Astros-Indians game drew a rating of 0.0 in Greater Houston. No one whom Nielsen was surveying was watching that game. Now let's check out some of those scores if you weren't watching the games. In the major leagues, in extras, the O's fall to the Blue Jays 3-2. Jason Giambi with the walk-off two-run homer for the Indians as they win 5-4, and the Rays are shutting out the Yankees in the ninth inning. Rangers leading the Astros by 1 in the eighth. The Tigers are up on the Twins. Angels 1-0 over Oakland in the second, and the Mariners leading the Royals also in the second. Braves over Milwaukee. Mets over the Reds, and the Phillies win 2-1 against Miami. The Bucks lead 6-2 on top of the Cubs. The Cards rookie Michael Wacha had a no-hitter through 8 2/3 innings. He had 1 out to go, and Ryan Zimmerman spoiled the fun for the rookie by getting a single. They still win 2-0 and scoreless, both between the D-backs and the Padres and the Dodgers and the Giants, and both of those games are also in the second inning. Joe Garbachik has the rest of your weather coming up next.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
As a diabetic, where do I turn for the special healthcare products and advice I need?
Come into your nearby Good Neighbor Pharmacy. We specialize in the unique concerns and needs you have as a diabetic patient. Your Good Neighbor pharmacist has a fully trained staff, stocks a broad selection of the products you need, and takes a personal interest in your health and well-being.
Hi everybody, this is Richie Molinaro, Marketing Director for Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton. Since Berwick Chevrolet is no longer an authorized Chevrolet dealer, I'd like to personally invite you to join our Fairway family. We'll provide you with the utmost courtesy from Chevrolet sales, service, and parts to our state-of-the-art body shop and auto spot. We have over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. We're the #1 commercial truck and business elite dealer in Pennsylvania, and we would be honored to be your Chevrolet dealer.
We're 51. Temperatures will continue to fall through the overnight hours, and it's going to be another chilly night out there. 53 Mount Pocono, 58 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 53 in Williamsport, and 54 degrees. In State College, up in the Wyoming Valley area, from Nanticoke to Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, temperatures still in the upper 40s, some locations in the 50s to near 60 degrees. Satellite and radar, high pressure and control. This is not precipitation, this is just clutter off of the radar site. We got a couple of clouds, some of those high, thin clouds over parts of the state of Pennsylvania. But other than that, we're going to continue to see clear to mostly clear skies through tonight. Tomorrow's shaping up to be a pretty nice looking day as well. We'll see a few more clouds around, but other than that, a lot of sunshine. And that's going to be a nice day tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day as we go into our Thursday. Looks like it'll be a nice Friday. Looks like it'll be a nice Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe all next week we can get through also remaining dry, because at this point that stubborn high, which as long as it controls our weather pattern, which is going to for a while, is going to continue to give us dry and pleasant conditions. And at this point it looks like it's going to stick around for quite some time. No, at least indications to me that this is going to break down anytime soon, so we'll be able to enjoy the nice weather and enjoy the dry conditions. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. It's like a broken record, if you will. Sunshine, some clouds around, temperatures in the 70s, some locations near, actually in the 60s, some locations will be in the lower 70s. Overnight lows for the most part in the 40s, so it's looking pretty nice as we go into beginning part of October. It's just impossible. Beginning part of October next week already.
Not impossible.
Yeah, I know it's not. Yet the reality, the reality sits, and it's October.
You have to get used to it. I mean, this year is flying pretty fast, but
It is. It'll be Thanksgiving and it'll be Christmas.
Don't forget
and,
Halloween. Well, he was already
yeah,
playing the 12
Halloween.
Days of Christmas. I just want everyone to know that on the computer. I'm sitting over here doing
But it's a different
commercial break.
version of it.
It doesn't matter.
It's a
I'm
good
still
version of it.
hearing the 12 Days of Christmas, and I don't understand.
He's in his own little world when he's in his little weather center.
It's okay. I mean, I'm okay
You
with
just
it.
leave
but-
Joe Garbachik alone when he's working.
Hey, I'm alone there. I mean, there's
Music.
nobody ever in there. It's just me, myself, and I.
Aw.
Okay. Well, I want to remind you about an event that is coming up tomorrow. Again, we talked with Cynthia Donlan today with the Lupus Foundation. It's Wednesday, September 25th at 7 p.m. Queen of Heaven Parish, Madonna Hall. It's a great organization. I know she's been working with it for 10 years, so this is something that's important to her and important to the community that people really need to hear about. Sounds good.
Definitely.
Sounds good. Hopefully everyone can make it there, and if not, we will see you back here tomorrow night at 10. And don't forget, Topic A live at 5 with very own Joe and L.A. Tyrone. Have a good night.
Yes.